Hello and welcome to the July Circus Scoop with all the lowdown on what's happening where in the circus world. I'm Catherine Kavanagh of thecircusdiaries.com, and before we start I want to show you my beautiful page of notes that I made preparing for this video. I want to frame it. Maybe it looks like a mess to you. To me, I think that's beautiful. But the gist of it is there's a lot on. So this month I am going to start in London. The Underbelly Festival is in full swing. It's still got Catch Me, aka Attrape-moi, playing until the 9th. They've got the Zombie Boys from Head First Acrobats doing Elixir from the 4th to the 9th. And then they also have a magical transformation into pirates with Are We There Yet, which is their family show from the 8th to the 15th. From the 14th, there's a brand new show from the Briefs production team, the Briefs Factory, as they call it, which is Close Encounter for circus, cabaret, variety, and it is strictly an adults-only show. But if you do want to take something for your younger family members, then I highly recommend Children Are Stinky, which is also at the Underbelly Festival from the 22nd to the 27th. I went to see it in Edinburgh last year, and yes, I bought the t-shirt, and it is so much fun. I laughed more than I've laughed in a long time, and it also has a really kind of warm and worthwhile message to it, which you wouldn't necessarily expect from the title. So yeah, top pick. Also in London, Jackson's Lane are back with a large variety of circus-based treats. Hangwire is on the 1st of July, and that is a showcase from 8 artists who just spend a week-long residency experimenting to create new work. On the 3rd, we get the debut solo show from Sam Goodburn, which is Dumbstruck, but it's a preview before he goes up to Edinburgh Fringe next month. And then from the 11th to the 29th is Postcards Festival. And that is a pay what you decide scheme billed as a festival of extraordinary performance. So if we have a look at what they've got on their programme, it's not all circus, but Tanta have got this show Vixen, which is a bold and funny look of life as woman. Rise is a new Tightwire show from Dizzy O'Dare. The Penguin and I, Circus Bordello. Cypher Stories, which is hip-hop and serial. Clowning from Stuff from Sean Kempton. Circus Abyssinia, which is an evolution of Moon Songs, which we saw from Gifford Circus. And finishing up there, the Shush Cabaret, curated by Lucy Loves Circus. If you would prefer your circus inside a tent, then Londoners can catch Gifford Circus at Chiswick House, or also Circus Fantasia at Wandsworth Common, and then head up towards Finchley. Just outside of the M25, you can see Circus Wonderland, also the Moscow State Circus later in the month. And I have said this before, and I'm sure I will say it again. Maybe one day somebody will get the message, but so many of the circuses only ever publicise their next week of dates. That I'm coming to make this video, I'm just going to show where these tents are starting July, and then once I get to the end, then we can show you the routes that we know of the few who do publicise in advance. So if we go out from London, southwest, we will come across J Miller's Circus, and I've seen that one this season, it's a good one. John Lawson's Circus, Circus Fantasia, Paulo's Circus, Charles Chipperfield's Circus, and then if we come back in the other direction, then up in East Anglia we have got the Great Yarmouth Hippodrome, which are opening their brand new summer water and circus spectacular, which is opening on the 12th. Up further on the east coast, we come to Russell's International Circus. There is Planet Circus. A little mention for Fish and Chips and Circus Trips, which is several weekends of street and circus activity in Whitley Bay, which begins at the end of July. And then we carry on up to Scotland. So into Scotland, and we have got Big Kid Circus, we have got Zippo Circus, we have got the Chinese State Circus, and Let's Circus have got their Hebrides tour this month, and also Circus Lier, which is another one that I have seen this season. If we cross over the Irish Sea, then we've got Circus Gerbola in Northern Ireland, and also Tom Duffy's Circus, who are then going to move down into the Republic. And it's also worth mentioning the Galway International Arts Festival, which is from the 22nd to the 29th of July, and it features Driftwood by Cassus Circus, which is a rather beautiful, acrobatic, silent number.
Fun. We love to perform our work with sincerity. You know, we don't put on characters per se. We're just ourselves, but we just happen to do awesome stuff acrobatically. And there's a danger to it, and so we want the audience to be part of that experience.
Coming back across into the UK, in Wales, Circus Mondeo are still touring. Last seen in Aberystwyth. In Swansea, there is a sort of work-in development showing of the new Citrus Arts production Shipwrecks, which is going to be at the Dance Days Festival from the 8th to the 9th. And there's a big festival of circus coming up in Bangor at Pontio. And it's, I'm going to try and pronounce this and I'm probably going to get it horribly wrong, Gwyleth Circus, which is Circus Feast. So the festival runs over the course of a week from the 18th to the 27th. The programme includes live performance, headliners there, Acelere from Cirque Columbia, but there are also workshop activities, there's a programme of circus films, there are discussion groups, there's a thread of circus and science running through. So Acrojou are there with a couple of their shows and also hosting the Vagabond Matters discussion about the intersections of circus and science. There's also a performance called Invisible Light, which is vertical dance and optical science, which I'm looking forward to. You can get a first look at the new Pirates of the Caribbean show, and they're also running workshops in aerial technique and human counterweighting. There's a parade through the town. There's a lot on, so I recommend you check out the website, which is in the links below, and see if you can find your way there over the course of the week. Another couple of festivals to look out for in July are Tilt Festival and Bee Festival, which are both in Birmingham. Now, Tilt is Aerial and Physical Theatre Festival. It's the second year that they've run it. That's Rogue Play Theatre have come up with this, and it features masterclasses in different aerial skills and physical theatre skills. And also on the weekend of the 22nd, there are a couple of outdoor performances, and 22nd and 23rd have sort of showcase cabarets as well. Bee Festival is actually a festival of European theatre, but this year they've made sure they're including a circus-based show in each of their daily programmes. And it's a really unique, I think, type of a festival. The vibe is wonderful. You get a programme of usually 4 half-hour performances, and you're also asked to give feedback on these as well, so it's kind of a two-way exchange sort of festival. And in between you get lunch or dinner served on these massive tables in the main stage of the Rep Theatre in Birmingham, and you sit and eat with the artists and festival participants, and that's your evening programmes that you book tickets for. And also in the daytimes there are workshops and talks as well, so that is definitely worth a checking out if you are in the area. July also has a huge number of mini festivals and one-day events around the country, and you'll very often find that there is circus in their free outdoor programmes. So if you do think there's something that should be added, please feed it into the comments. If you see any of the shows that I mention, or you have any thoughts and feedback, we love to hear that. So please, tell us what you've enjoyed or what you think people should stay away from. There's a couple more tents to add to our map, and that is Circus Tiana, which begin in Loughborough this month, and Moscow State Circus, which is south of Birmingham. Now, mentioned already, they are coming through to London later in the month. So this is a little touring map. Circus of Horrors pop in down at the bottom. They take most of July off as a holiday, well deserved, but then they are back at the end of the month. I've been getting around myself a bit this month. I have been in Germany for a circus conference, and if it's not already, then there will be a video up very soon, so keep your eyes out for that. I was also in London for the first partnerships meeting for Circus 250, which is going to be the nationwide celebration of all things circus next year. There is a video for that. Bing! I've been speaking to a Hungarian company, Circus, about their new show that they're bringing over to Edinburgh in August. Links to all the shows that I've mentioned are in the description box, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the video, on Circus, on the shows that we mention, on love, life, or anything. So thank you very much for watching. Until next time,